Hello, and welcome to the UEI 2016 Benefits Open Enrollment Meeting. The policy is effective from May the 1st, 2016 through April the 30th, 2017. On our agenda, we will be going over the Cigna Medical, Cigna Dental, WageWorks Flexible Spending Accounts, otherwise known as the FSA, the BenIQ mobile app. We'll also go over some other important reminders such as the spousal waiver program and the timeline of when to enroll and when changes become effective. Effective May 1, 2016, the medical benefits will continue to be administered by Cigna Healthcare. There will be no plan design changes. The dental benefits will continue to be administered by Cigna Healthcare. There will be no plan design or payroll deduction changes. Please note, dental premiums did increase this year by 11%, but UEI agreed to absorb the entire increase this year. However, with premiums increasing each year, UEI may ask employees to contribute in the future. As you can see on the graph on page 4, the health insurance premiums continue to increase. Look at the workers' contribution to family premiums, and then look at the health insurance premiums for family coverage. Those have increased over 200% over the years, whereas workers' earnings and overall inflation have not increased as drastically. UEI continues to pay the majority of the costs for employees and their families to cover this gap. Now on page 5, our Employees Cost Sharing Report. Look to the left of the chart where it's labeled PPO. As you can see, UEI is right in line with other tech services and national employers. But please note that PPO costs for tech services and national employers are based on a single plan offering. These companies are not offering an HMO plan. On the high deductible health plan labeled on our graph as HDHP, UEI's employee cost sharing is much lower. Finally, on the dental, other company employee cost sharing is much higher. This is because UEI generously pays for the dental premium, so there is no cost incurred for dental for the employees for this year. Medical plan options. UEI offers a Cigna Open Access PPO plan. This is only available for exempt employees only. Take a look at the benefit summary listed on this page. There are in- and out-of-network benefits associated with this PPO plan. The important facts to remember are there is a calendar year deductible. If you're an individual on the plan, it's $300. A family is $600. No matter how many people you have enrolled on the plan, only 2 people have to meet a deductible to satisfy the $600 family deductible. Once you hit that deductible amount, that's when your coinsurance comes into play. You will be responsible of 10% of the charges after the deductible for in-network. After you hit the out-of-pocket max for the year, $2,000 for an individual or $4,000 for a family for medical only, you will have satisfied your obligation and the plan will pay everything else at 100% for the calendar year. Physician office visits are $25. Specialist office visits are $40. Preventive is no charge. Preventive well baby, no charge. If you go to an urgent care, that would be $75 per visit after you hit your deductible. Same as the emergency room, $150 per visit after the deductible, but this is waived if you become admitted. If you become admitted, then you must hit your deductible and the coinsurance would come into play until you would satisfy your calendar year out-of-pocket max. Also mind the prescription copays below, $15 for generic, $30 formulary brand name, and $50 for non-formulary brand name. Our out-of-network benefit works in the same way. However, the prices are different. The calendar year out-of-pocket max is $2,000 per individual, $8,000 for family, and the coinsurance is 30% of charges after the deductible. The office visits are also listed as coinsurance. Please keep in mind, to get the best coverage, you must try to go in-network. Going to an out-of-network provider gives you not as rich of a benefit, and the providers may balance bill you. They are not obligated to write off anything over the contracted amount if you would have stayed in network. Our next plan is the Cigna High Deductible Health Plan, otherwise known as the HDHP plan. This is available for exempt and non-exempt employees. This plan has a calendar year deductible of $5,000 for an individual and $10,000 for a family. Only 2 of the family members must hit their individual deductible to satisfy it for the calendar year for the family. After you meet your deductible, your coinsurance amounts will come into play. In-network is 30%, whereas out-of-network is 50%. It's always better to stay in network. Please keep in mind that if you go out of network, the providers do not have to write off any of the excess amounts above the customary charges as an in-network contracted provider would have to write off. Cigna is always available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. You can call 1-800-CIGNA-24, and if you need to, you may ask for a Spanish-speaking representative or someone in your preferred language. You can always register on mycigna.com and even get the MyCigna mobile app. This way you can look at your copays, deductibles, and even log in and see your claims and history. You can also get temporary ID cards or find out how to order new ones. Oral health. UEI offers a dental PPO plan. Please notice there are 2 networks, the Cigna PPO Advantage and the PPO network. You get a richer benefit for using a provider in the Advantage network. We also would like to note that orthodontics is covered for children only up to age 19. It's best to stay in network. As always, the out-of-network provider is not obligated to write off anything excess than the contracted amounts, and you can be balance billed. Using your plan. Choose a licensed dentist. You do not need an ID card to get services. They will look you up by date of birth and social. You don't need a referral to visit a specialist. And most Cigna Dental Core Network dentists will submit the claims for you. Your plan will then pay the dentist. The amount your plan pays depends on the coinsurance level for the service you received, if you paid your deductible or reached your maximum. Always make sure to double check that your provider is indeed in network. You can find out more information online after you enroll at mycigna.com. Again, you can print your temporary ID cards, download claim forms, download different oral health programs, view your claim status, and your year-to-date dental costs. You may also take oral assessments, read dental articles, and participate in the Healthy Rewards discount program. Flexible spending accounts. What are they? Flexible spending accounts allow you to set aside a portion of your income on a pre-tax basis into a separate account that can be used throughout the year to obtain reimbursement for eligible out-of-pocket health care or dependent care expenses. This FSA plan for UEI is administered by WageWorks. Here are the upsides. Your pre-tax savings can give you more spendable income. You can put away money for unreimbursed medical, dental, and dependent care expenses. That means the portions that are the remainder for you after your claims are paid can be paid with your FSA money. You have 14 and a half months between May 1, 2016 and July 15, 2017 to incur health care expenses that can be reimbursed with the funds that you contribute during the plan year. The only downside about an FSA account is it's use it or lose it. If you do not turn in the money by the cutoff date, you will forfeit that money for the year. So make sure to turn in all your receipts and make sure to estimate kind of an exact amount of what you anticipate your expenses will be. Some common eligible health care expenses include medical, dental, and vision with a maximum annual contribution of $2,550. You can use this money to pay copays, coinsurance, hearing aids, exams, contact lenses, prescribed medications, doctor's fees, dental work including orthodontia, LASIK surgery, eye exams and glasses, medical supplies, chiropractic treatment, lab fees, psychiatric treatment, and over-the-counter medications. Please refer to the IRS publication for more details on eligible expenses. There's also a dependent daycare component to the flexible spending account. For qualified daycare expenses for children under the age 13 and disabled dependents of any age, you can contribute an annual max of $5,000 or $2,500 if you're married and you're filing separate tax returns. The amounts for both cannot exceed $5,000 combined. These expenses can be set aside for after-school care, care for disabled or elderly dependents, summer day camps, nursery school, pre-kindergarten only. Again, please refer to the IRS publications for eligible expenses. How do you use the FSA with WageWorks? It's very easy. WageWorks can give you a debit card where you can simply swipe and go. The funds come directly from your healthcare FSA account and no PIN is required. No card, no problem. You can also pay your provider instantly online. Log into your WageWorks account and put in a request to pay the provider. You can pay doctor bills, orthodontia, and more. You can also pay me back for traditional claims with fast reimbursement. If you've already spent the money, you may go and reimburse yourself for these claims. Also, you can manage this by using the WageWorks Easy Receipts phone app. You can file a claim and get reimbursed quickly through your phone, view transactions and benefit account balances using a single login. You can snap a photo of your receipts and submit them for payment through your phone. Receive confirmation emails when claims are received, processed, or paid, and receive text messages when your card verification is required, a transaction is denied, or a claim has been processed. You can always go to WageWorks.com to manage your account. Group Health Insurance Updates mobile app, BenIQ. BenIQ is an app you can load on your phone in order to review your plan information. It can help you contact an advocate, nurse line, or carrier. It can help you locate a provider. You can store copies of your ID cards so you do not have to carry them in a purse or wallet. And you can check frequently asked questions inside this app. It's so easy to use. Anybody who's enrolled with medical coverages on your plan should have this app on their phone, just in case someone forgets a wallet or a purse. Spousal waiver. Spouses have health coverage through their own employers are not eligible to have coverage through UEI, with UEI paying for those benefits. You must do a spousal waiver if your spouse is not taking the coverage with UEI. UEI will not pay health care benefits for working spouses of UEI employees if the coverage is offered by their own employer. You can use the coverage as a secondary insurance for eligible working spouses, but you will be responsible for the full cost of the premium with no contribution on behalf of your spouse from UEI. If your spouse loses health care coverage from their employer, it is considered a qualifying event, and at that time you may add them to your plan. Your spouse can come back onto UEI's plan until they become eligible again, as if they get a new job position or have health coverage through the exchange. UEI will continue to pay the majority of the health care benefits for employees and their dependents. This includes non-working spouses. Other important reminders. Open enrollment is from April the 6th through April the 20th. You can add or change your dependents, enroll in the plan, and if you cancel your health coverage, you will not be eligible to re-enroll again until the next open enrollment for the next year, unless you experience a qualifying event. Qualifying events give you 30 days to notify Human Resources. Qualifying events include change in legal marital status, so marriage or divorce, birth of a child, adoption of a child, things having to do with court order paperwork, change in employment status or work schedule that results in a gain or a loss of eligibility, or change in coverage under other employers' benefit plans. So if you're currently on your spouse's plan and your spouse loses that job or leaves, you will have a qualifying event for both of you, or just you if you choose to be added to UEI's benefits. Enrollment forms. Please print legibly. They must be returned to Penny Royal by April the 20th, 2016 by faxing attention to Penny. Send the original completed and signed medical, dental, and FSA election forms to her. If you choose not to elect the medical or dental coverage, you must still sign a waiver of your wishes to waive these coverages for this year. If you have any questions, please contact Penny at the numbers seen on the slide. Please contact HR and Penny if you have any questions about this presentation. Thank you for attending the UEI's 2016 Open Enrollment Presentation.